Hey guys, it's Feline again from Six Blue Warriors. This is my high and low video. Let's start with the low this time. So this week, it's the week before school starts, and the kids were just super hyper, and I was doing pretty good through most of the week, but something about Friday and Saturday, mostly Friday, I just was losing it. They were running around screaming and yelling and trying to go to the store and trying to do anything, and it was just so hard. I mean, I've gotten really good about not yelling at them all the time, but it just felt like those 2 days I was yelling constantly. Like you give yourself a headache, when you're just like, put that down, stop that, don't touch that, don't run over that poor little old lady, watch where you're going, there's a car there. Just constant. And then we're at home and it's just like, don't dump all of that out. What are you doing that for? I just stepped on your big pile of Legos again. Move this Titanic ship. And one of my kids just was making all kinds of messes. He put dry spaghetti noodles. He broke them all over the floor in the family room. And then he took like 2 hours to clean them up because he got this brilliant idea that he'd break up the pieces into smaller pieces so that they'd all fit on this little tiny dustpan he was using to clean them up. And then, same kid also decided to come up with a day schedule, and he ripped off a bunch of pieces of paper and he Elmer's glued them to the wall that my husband had just finished painting. Like, just destruction. So that was kind of my low for this week. Anyway, my high was that since we are getting ready to go back to school and we had back to school night, I got a chance to go and talk to my kids' teachers, because that's something I try and do every year, is just go and talk to the teachers outside of back to school night. So I just have some time to be able to answer their questions or give them some advice, or just let them know that I'm here to help them with different things with my kids. And I found out that Aiden is just, he's just really well liked. I mean, the teacher got a great report from his teacher last year, and she just is so excited to have him in her class this year, which of course, they say that to all the parents, but where I was talking to her later, and she was just really interested in having him. And she said that this is actually the first student she's ever had that was diagnosed with autism. There's a whole lot of potential for education going on in there. But the other cute thing that she told me was that some of the other parents and the other students, when they came in for back to school night and they saw their seats and they saw Aiden's name on the cubby and on the desk, they're like, oh, I'm so excited, I'm in Aiden's class again. Or the parents would be excited that their kids were in a class with Aiden. And he is just super sweet, and he's friends with everybody, but the kids have all just ended up being super nice to him. Like he shows up for school and he hangs up his backpack and he's got a bunch of kids like sweeping him down the corridor. They're like grabbing his arm and saying, come on, Aiden, let's go to morning greeting. And he's kind of like, okay. He just goes along with it. He's like, all right, sounds good. But, just to be able to see that positive impact that he's being able to have on teachers and students and families, that just warms my heart, gives me little warm fuzzies, because there's so many misconceptions about autism out there. And where Aiden is more severe because he's got his speech problems and he does have meltdowns in class, the kids they still see the good side in him. And that helps just make more positive interactions for the next time they run into somebody with autism, or the next time their parents run into another parent that has a child with autism, or they see somebody in the grocery store or anything like that. The more positive interactions we can give people with our kiddos, and being able to see all the wonderful things about them, the more it just helps to spread all those good feelings and know what these kids are capable of too. That they're great kids and they can learn and they can make friends and they can do all the same things that the rest of the kids do. They just need a little more help with it. It's just awesome. So I was just super excited to have that happen. It just, especially since the school was really nervous about taking Aiden in particular in the first place. Like, they were trying so hard not to convince me not to take him or to leave him where he was at. And now he's just like this awesome kid that they love having at the school. And several teachers have told me, like, you were so right. We're so glad he's here. This is a much better place for him than in the life skills class that he was in. You know, there's not a ton of those moments, but it's awesome when they happen. So anyway, that was my high this week, was just knowing how much of a positive impact that Aiden's being able to make on all those different people. Anyway, what was your high and your low for this week? Feel free to share down in the comment section. Let us know what things you wanted to celebrate and what things just, you know, made you go, Again, feel free to share these videos with anyone that you think could be helped by them. That's the goal, is to try and get information and assistance out to as many people as I can. And again, the schedule for the videos being released: on Monday is going to be the high and low video. And then on Friday is going to be the new topic video. So keep your eye out for those, and we'll see you later. Bye.